my god. Hi, everybody. Hi. So, today I want to talk about presence, and I really want to understand, why is presence so powerful? When I do those research, I keep seeing a connection with presence, beauty, presence, creativity, presence, magnetism, presence, aura. It's all connected together. Even the greatest in the world had presence in a type of way. So we have to understand what presence is. How can we become more present? And yeah, I keep saying and yeah, so I need to fix that. The goal of the video today is to understand why presence has such an impact and why it matters, and to become a more present self. We have to not make the mistake that presence is the same as confidence or beauty or charisma, status, intelligence, or social skill. Presence exists underneath all of those things, but it does not necessarily mean that it is that. Presence is simply the degree to which you are here. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, not in comparison, not in imagination, not in performance, just here. When someone is fully present, their energy is no longer fragmented. So their energy is not going everywhere, their energy stays here. And it makes you more powerful. Most people walk around with their attention split into 1,000 pieces. What do they think of me? What if I fell? Most people, they're just in their head. They're asking questions. They're not in the present moment. Their energy is scattered all over the place. Their energy is going everywhere in different directions. So they are less present. They have less power in a sense. Their body is in the room, but their awareness is all over the place. Presence gathers all of that energy back into one place. This is really, really interesting. And that is why it feels super powerful. Because attention is power, I want to also say that attention is money. The more you give somebody attention, the more money they can make. I don't know if this is true actually. Because some people can have attention but not make any money at all. So doesn't necessarily mean that. The more attention you reclaim from your thoughts, from your worries, your stories, and projection, the more energy becomes available. That energy is what people call aura, magnetism, charisma, glow, life force, radiance, whatever they want to call it. They're often describing the same thing from different angles. A present person feels magnetic because they are actually there. When someone talks to them, they feel seen. When they walk into a room, they occupy the space fully. When they create, they are immersed. When they laugh, they laugh. When they listen, they listen. There is a density to their existence. Most people are ghosts of themselves lost in thoughts. A present person feels real. That's why they stand out. And that makes me feel when I go on walks in nature, I see beautiful flowers and animals. But yeah, I see like beautiful flowers in the nature. And it's like nature is present. When you look at the tree is there. And it's not in its head thinking or worrying. You just see the tree for it is. And it feels real. Exactly. That's why being in nature, it's really good for you. Not because they are trying to stand out, because everyone else is mentally absent. What's fascinating is that beauty is deeply connected to this. You can have a physically beautiful person who is completely disconnected from themselves. They often appear less attractive than someone who is deeply present, and you've seen it in your real life. Presence animates beauty. It brings life into the eyes, it softens tensions in the face, it changes your posture, it changes your voice, it changes movement. I also want to say that when you are present, you are letting God, you are letting the higher power move through you. And how it moves, it's natural, it's present, it's beautiful. People often think they're attracted to physical features when they're actually attracted to aliveness. Presence is aliveness. The same is true for creation. Every insight you have ever had came from when you stopped forcing, the mind became quiet, enough for something deeper to emerge. Presence is the doorway through which inspiration enters. You cannot receive an insight while arguing with the present moment. And here's something most people miss: presence is not concentration, presence is not effort, presence is not trying to stop thoughts, presence is not becoming emotionless. Presence is not being passive. Presence is not sitting in silence all day. Presence is intimacy with reality. It is allowing this moment to be exactly what it is while remaining conscious of it. That's why presence creates such a powerful state of being. The moment you become present, you stop unconsciously declaring that fulfillment exists somewhere else. You stop saying, I'll be happy when, I'll be beautiful when, I'll be successful when, I'll be worthy when. Presence silently says, life is here. Let me be here. Let me be who I am now. Let me experience what's happening now. And this goes also for emotions. If I'm being really honest with you, for the past 2 days, I have been a bit depressed. Like, life is just so heavy. I have those heavy emotions passing through my body, and it is so heavy, really heavy. And it's hard to not identify a story to it. It's like you have to just let the emotions be in your body, and you just have to let it be there. And it's hard, but it's like this is how you are present. You just let whatever needs to be there without judging it, without removing its, how can I say it? Not removing, it's like it's just an emotion. It's just a moment. You have to let it be there. Why can't that be there? Presence silently says life is here, and paradoxical, the people who stop chasing life are the ones who becomes the most magnetic, because they no longer have the energy of need. They have the energy of fullness. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. So it's just a way of being. I also feel like it's just you're just being in the present. Like, you just remind yourself, come back to you being in the present moment. If you go out with friends and somebody is talking to you, just listen to them, look at them in the eyes, feel noise, feel the wind on your skin. If you go on a walk outside, no matter what you're doing, feel yourself drawing or painting, whatever. You just, it's like me right now recording this video. I'm fully here with you, and I'm saying what feels like I need to be saying. So let's practice being more present. It makes you more magnetic, it makes you hotter. And I also feel like I know for a fact it makes you stand out of the crowd. Okay, so I want to add this part here. I want to talk a bit deeper about presence, but I want you to understand that presence is not a concept we can fully finish. It is more like a living state that reveals itself in layers the more still we become inside it. So what we already know about presence from this video is we have like a bit of the essence, which is really important, but we can now go deeper. Presence has a subtle second layer that people rarely talk about. It is not only being here, it is not being divided against what is here. This is how you become more magnetic. You have to stop judging things, circumstances, people. And I say this, but bro, like, I'm not perfect. Like, it happened to me a lot these past days that I've been judging people. So I'm not saying this because I'm perfect, and no. I'm just saying, like, to be super magnetic, you need to stop dividing yourself with everything that's around you. And that's the huge distinction. Because yes, you can only just be present, but if you're present and you're judging everything around you, your aura is gonna feel a bit repulsive. Like, you don't want to be around people that you know are constantly judging everything around them. Someone can look calm, silent, even focused, but still be internally resisting the moment, comparing it, judging it, trying to adjust it, escaping it slightly. That creates a faint distortion in their field. A truly magnetic person is not just present, they are undivided. Nothing in them is saying this shouldn't be happening. Really, really important. I love this part because it is so true. You have to just let things be as they are, even if it's weird. Like, God, I feel like the behind mindset of all of this is that when you see God everywhere, in everything, in everyone, you realize that there's no need to judge. God is everywhere. God is everything. God is everyone. So everything and everyone is playing their role. That's my opinion. That's my mindset. But I think it's a habit too, because like I said, these past months, I've been judging way more than before. And I want to go back to stop judging people. But to do so, you have to be present and I think it's really a reminder of like, okay, you don't need to judge, you don't need to judge, or just let them. Just let them be like this. Just let them. Instead of going in your mind, oh, why are they doing like this? Why are they acting like this? Why are they dressing like this? Like, let them. Just to remind your mind, let them. And your mind automatically lets them. So, because nothing in them is saying this shouldn't be happening, their energy becomes clean. I am curious on what are the difference between an average person and someone that's extremely magnetic, standing out of the crowd. Like when you see them, you're astonished. You're freezing. So, an average person is not less valuable or less capable, but their attention is constantly leaking. They are here, but also slightly in self observation, in social calculation, slightly in memory loops, slightly in future projection, slightly in self correction. So, their energy is fragmented into many micro directions. This creates something subtle but very real. Their presence feels thin, not because they lack essence, but because their essence is distributed. A supermagnetic person feels different because their attention is unified. So obviously, it's going to be more powerful because all the attention is going through the same place, same direction. When they speak, there is no internal commentary competing with the speaking. When they listen, they are not also preparing their reply. When they move, they are not observing themselves more. There is a single stream of consciousness instead of multiple layers of self monitoring. That single stream creates intensity without effort. So, this is why people feel they are so grounded. They feel real. I feel like I can breathe around them. There is something about them. That's why they feel like that. And what they are actually seeing is non fragmentation. So they're not seeing somebody that their energy is just all over the place. Now, something deeper present changes how reality organizes around you because perception is no longer filtered through fear based editing. Most people do not see reality directly. They see reality plus the interpretation, plus the protection, plus the identity maintenance. A present person sees more directly. They see less distortion, and that equals to more truth coming through them. That is why insights increases, not because they are thinking more, but because interference is reduced. There is also a social effect that looks almost mystical, but is actually structural. When someone is fully present, other people feel less need to perform around them. They relax, or just become more honest because presence quietly signals I'm not leaving this moment to judge you elsewhere. Wow, I had no idea. That's crazy. I've known so many I was friends with this guy. He's my neighbor, honestly. We went to school together, and it's like every time he would talk about someone with me, he would just judge them. I was younger, so I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, like, fine, whatever. It's like our activity. But as you grow older, you realize they're also talking about you to other people. So it's something. It's really something. But having this signal that says, I am not leaving this moment to judge you elsewhere, Apparently, this is really rare, so people unconsciously soften. They relax, they feel good around you, they like you. Now, the most important difference between magnetic and average, an average person is trying to be experienced. A magnetic person is simply experiencing. One is self reflective during life, the other is life occurring without resistance. That difference alone changes the tone of voice, timing, eye contact, micro expressions, silence. It is not added charisma, it is reduced interference. So, presence is not something you do to become magnetic. Magnetism is what appears when there is less of you trying to become anything at all. So, it is not an upgrade of personality, it is the reduction of separation. So, it's not you trying to do more to get what you want, it's you removing all of those limited thoughts, all of those limited beliefs, all of those resistance and like conditioning. If I don't do this, then I won't be hot. If I don't have this, then I won't be magnetic. It's just you removing all of those blah, 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 and being you. I truly believe beauty is to be your most beautiful self. You have to be you. You have to be you. Don't copy any other person. Be as you as much as possible. And that's how you become beautiful. Literally. Yeah. That's literally something I was thinking about today. Yeah, so I this is my video for today. I think that's kind of it. It's very interesting to see how presence has such an important impact and how we're all normally present as beings, but we ourselves are putting too much things in our minds, so it makes us less present. So it's all about what you're doing. I want to say thank you for being here and see you on next video.